And welcome back to ESPN. We're here live from Emirates Bank Arena, where the Edmonton Oilers have just taken down the Florida Panthers in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm Andrew, alongside my co-host Nate, and this was certainly an interesting game. We saw a lot of good defensive plays in the last couple seconds of this game, with the Panthers trying to claw their way back, but ultimately that did not happen. Now they're going to need to head back to Edmonton for Game 6.
As you said, indeed it was a great game, but there was also crazy defense from Edmonton, just all around. Their goalie making every single save at the end of the game. Those crucial saves kept them in it.
Yeah, and they definitely started off hot, and they were able to put up 5 goals, which is something that hasn't been seen yet really in the playoffs for the Florida Panthers team. But we're going to send it down to Gabe, who is with Matthew Tkachuk, to talk a bit about this game.
Welcome. So obviously you guys, are up 3-0 after losing 2 games, going back to Edmonton. What's the mindset going into Game 6?
It's always been a mindset of winning. That's, what we came here. We know we lost last year and it was tough for us, but we're not a team that we were in the finals last year and we're just gonna suck for the rest of our time here in Florida. We're gonna come back. It's a redemption story. We want to close it out, and if it's gonna take closing it out tomorrow night. We're going to have to do it in Edmonton, if not in Florida, Game 7.
Yeah, so if you guys lose, what do you think you can do better coming back into Game 6 or Game 7?
I think it starts with Bobrovsky. The goalie is, the main guy, and if he can have a shutout, then we should be okay. We got to do our part, and then, I think, as a team, we should be okay, and we should definitely get the win back in Edmonton.
All right, thank you. Sending it back to Andrew.
Thank you, Gabe, and thank you, Matthew. So, we saw Matthew mention Bobrovsky there and how he had an interesting game. This, like we already said earlier, this has been one of his worst games of the Stanley Cup playoffs so far, which definitely, I think, affected this team. And if he were to make some of those crucial saves, I think that this game would have gone differently.
I completely agree with you, but we're out of time for today. This is Andrew and Nathan signing off.